Thank you. So for this panel, we have executives basically from Red Hat, KDDI, Ericsson, myself, and Fujitsu, and of course, NTT, Kawasoe-san. So with that, I will basically give the floor to Chris to kick this off. So please.
All right. Thank you very much, Gonzalo, and congratulations. You've made it. Two things I want to congratulate you for. You've made it to Thursday at Mobile World Congress, which is not easy. My personal experience is every day you lose energy. This year, I started off feeling a little under the weather. So actually, every day I've gained energy. So I wouldn't recommend starting with a cold, however. The other reason I wanted to congratulate you is you found your way to the best session at Mobile World Congress. We're going to talk about really amazing work that we're doing in IOWN Global Forum. And as Kawasoe-san described, how we're poised to really affect, impact, and change the future. And I'll just spend the next 40 or 45 minutes walking you through this detailed architecture diagram. I'm just kidding. The work that I want to show here is work that we did in collaboration. So I am from Red Hat. We do our work in open source communities. So collaboration is a really fundamental part of everything we do. We worked together with colleagues from NTT, from NVIDIA, and from Fujitsu. And we were focused on doing ingestion of data and running essentially AI as a workload in this next generation network and network infrastructure. Of course, we're here at MWC, and I think the most common topic in every conversation is AI. But this is not new today. This is a trend that's been developing over many years. And the work that we've done is really leveraging at the core the all-photonics network that you saw described earlier in this session. And our focus has been on two key areas. With that all-photonics network, we can build a highly distributed infrastructure. Distributed is really important. As you recall, Kawasoe-san described the fusion of the real world and the virtual world. I see this as a really critical part of the future. And part of that fusion includes sensing the real world with sensors, bringing data into the system, running that data through a collection of AI models, doing inference, possibly discovering anomalies and maybe retraining the model, and ultimately providing feedback to the real world. What we've done together is showcase first with that all-photonics network, we can do something very interesting, which is pool physical resources. With those pooled physical resources, we can do things like remote DMA over APN, and in that context, actually really reduce by what we showed in our experiment, 60% latency reduction, really reduce the latency of accessing essentially data as part of an AI inference experiment. The other thing that I think is really important is the all-photonics network gives us this distributed capability together with resource pooling. We've developed a tool in the open source community called Kepler. And Kepler allows you to view energy consumption not from the underlying low level of the infrastructure, which is relatively easy. You just see how many watts are pulled from a system, but from an application point of view. It gives us the opportunity to then optimize applications with energy in mind. You can think of this in the context of a CI/CD pipeline where you're using energy consumption as one of your gating factors for are you improving or regressing in the applications that you're deploying. In this context, the applications are AI and inferencing. We were able to show 40 to 60% power consumption reduction by intelligent placement of workloads and then optimization of workloads. So this whole work that we've done together, I think, is demonstrating the power of this all-photonics network connectivity, the power of highly distributed compute, inclusive of distributed resource pools, and then bringing the data in from the real world, providing a processing compute infrastructure to do the amazing things that you saw in the video from Kawasoe-san earlier. So that's the work that we've done. I'm really excited about it. I hope you learned a little bit here in this presentation, and please come join us. We would welcome your input.
Thank you very much, Chris. Next, we're going to have Otani-san give his presentation. You want to drive the slides? Yes.
Let me stand.
Yeah, of course, by all means.
Okay, so my name is Tomohiro Otani from KDDI Corporation. So this is KDDI expectation to IOWN Global Forum. And also, this is the KDDI view on beyond 5G era. We have to consider dramatic increase of data traffic and power consumption due to penetrated mobile communication. We also consider enormous data processing in IT environment. In order to effectively achieve those, we need high-speed, lower cost, lower power consumption network with all optical or photonic technologies. This is our expectation in more detail to IOWN Global Forum. We have a bunch of activity in optical domain. So far, we are leading also R&D activities are indicated here, transmission, mobile network application over APN, orchestration, and so forth. We are quite happy, we are quite exciting to contribute those R&D activity to IOWN Global Forum and reflect those to IOWN architectures. And outcomes of IOWN will be input also to other SDO. We can also refer those activity from the point of KDDI optical network implementations. And lastly, let me share, even on Thursday, we still have time for visiting KDDI booth. We introduced some of very up-to-date demonstration video there. So please welcome. We are still welcome you guys to KDDI booth. We also very brand new video related with multi-core fibers. We are collaborating with indeed IOWN Global Forum about those exhibitions. So let me conclude my talk by saying KDDI Vision 2030 by empowering connected capability, the future society for everyone will be envisioned. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Otani-san. So I will go next. From an Ericsson point of view, Ericsson obviously is the Mobile World Congress is an extremely important time of the year for us. And as you know, I mean, for us, it's extremely important to be able to make use of latest technologies, the greatest and best, in our networks. And in that sense, 5G networks in the future, 5G Advanced or 6G networks, we have to basically keep an eye out for current technology trends, and there you have, typical trends that they are changing how we look at networks, and also new use cases that will come later and basically will put new requirements on our networks. On IOWN Global Forum, we are working on both. Actually, the timeline goes from the very, very early to the, visionary, even further off than 2030. And basically, the way IOWN Global Forum works is like they start working on use cases and requirements. So those use cases put requirements on technology, and then we refine the technology so that those use cases could be realized, which is, again, as I said before, essential for Ericsson's networks. So to be a bit more concrete, things that we are currently looking at is, of course, transfer using APN, the All Photonics network of IOWN Global Forum. If you have been around the whole week, there's been a lot of talk about front haul and using optical for that. So obviously, we are looking into that. But not only that, and we will see in the technical panel as well, there's also the computing layer. So we are looking into IOWN Global Forum data-centric infrastructure. And of course, as it was alluded here, AI integration is basically such a hot topic that it cannot be ignored. And just to conclude, we have been talking about optical networking, but IOWN Global Forum is not only about optical networking. It goes beyond, and it's about optical computing and things that will come later, as I said before, in a further off timeline, but extremely important as well. And you may think of hardware acceleration, for example, and anything that will come next. With that said, then I would like to, give the floor to Mitsuno-san.
Thank you very much.
And you can, drive the slides. Thank you.
I'm Shingo Mizuno. I'm head of the network business in the Fujitsu. I would like to also continue to what is the Fujitsu and the IOWN relationship. And then I'll take about Fujitsu, some of the expectation and the contribution IOWN all photonics APN areas. So first of all, I would like to show that our network technology roadmap, there is 3 pillars. The one is for open and disaggregation, and the intelligence network, and the green technologies. I think this is towards for 6G. I think the network needed to be more cloud native in order to more agile to support it as various kind of the solution in the society. So in order to the open disaggregation, open photonics network is quite essential, the technologies, to drive all of the disaggregated network infrastructures. And also the intelligent network, it is quite many hot topics in the AI, and also the green technologies, contributed by the all photonics network, and also the liquid cooling technologies. And then this is that little bit focus on the photonics networks. This is for some of the architecture for long haul network, which is for driven by the less power consumption and high power transmission capacity, and also low end-to latencies. So, and also the APN, open APN need to be compatible. This is for the essential for disaggregated network. So, and also all of those, they needed for photon electronic fusion technologies, which is also needed to for the smart, home, smart mobilities, every kind of the various solutions based upon these technologies. Then lastly, I little bit presented what is the current our open APN portfolios, the APN controllers, interchange and gateway, and the transceivers. We would like to continue to making effort any kind of the research and the development to support the APN in order to having the more open disaggregated network infrastructures needed to be more cloud native. So I think, as Gonzalo says, the IOWN Global Forum is not only the photonics network, whole of the ICT infrastructures. And then I'm quite impressed by the Kawazoe-san's presentation. Those technologies make the human happy. That is, we have to know that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Musuano-san. Yeah, so as you have seen, we have put together this panel. Of course, a panel, we cannot have more people, but this is just to show you, we have here 3 vendors, 2 network operators. As I said before, the IOWN Global Forum is an end-to-end organization, so not only geographically with people from Europe, the US, Asia, we have also basically members covering all the stages in, starting with use cases, so verticals. You could think of, for example, one use case we are looking at is finance. So we have banks there. We are looking into video broadcasting. We are looking into the healthcare. So we have the organizations that they are basically setting requirements. Then we have basically, vendors like us, for example, looking into how to develop that. And then we have network operators looking into deployment. So we are actually covering, end-to-end all the life cycle of these technologies, which is very exciting. And that's hence the name of Global Forum, IOWN Global Forum. So with that, I would like to thank our executives and move to the technical panel. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You can leave the stage this way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.